All right, so Al Nassr's financial struggles are well documented and they have been in the news for a while now. So we are going to discuss why Al Nassr, the club that hosts Cristiano Ronaldo, is indebted to the tune of almost 300 million dollars, and they might have difficulties registering for the new season. So now, of course, you know that the Al Nassr plays in Asia, in Saudi Arabia. So, and Cristiano Ronaldo was signed in 2023 after that infamous exit from Manchester United. So, why are they having financial struggles right now? So, the first reason is that because of the massive transfer fees. Well, I have to read this because I had to do my research on it. So, after signing Cristiano Ronaldo in December 2022, Al Nassr shifted to a Galactico model. You know what Real Madrid did back in the 2000s when they had the big names, all the elite players playing for them in different positions. So they went on to sign massively, actually. Sadio Mane, Aymeric Laporte from Manchester City, Otavio, Marcelo Brozovic from Inter Milan, John Duran, just to mention a few. And then Cristiano Ronaldo's wage bill currently is on a reported 200 million euros a year total package, and this is without taxes. And then we see the likes of Sadio Mane, Laporte, Brozovic, who are earning around 20 to 30 million euros each year. And that bill, that wage bill is too much because it can't cover what their TV sponsorship is generating without PIF state backing. I'm going to discuss PIF state backing shortly. Now, the second one is the takeover model. Well, the PIF, the Public Investment Fund of Saudi Arabia, decided to buy out most of those elite clubs there, Al Hilal, Al Nassr, and then they now run them as their own. And then their structure is spend now and monetize later. So they decided to spend aggressively in order to make the Saudi Arabian brand to be of global appeal. What does it mean? It means that they had to take funds in terms of loans before, in order to sign players. That is before the deals from sponsorship, revenues, tourism started kicking in. Well, the third reason is that when compared to European clubs, Al Nassr generates little money in terms of match day tickets. Take for instance Al Nassr Stadium, the Al Awak Park, holds only 25,000 capacity, almost the same size with the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium. And even with match day sellout, it's very tiny compared to some European clubs that have like 50,000 capacity stadiums. So expenses hit 300%, but income is nowhere near that particular number. The fourth reason is that Al Nassr had difficulties qualifying for the AFC, the Asian Football Championship. That is their Champions League. So because, you know, of course, teams, especially teams that plays in the Champions League in Europe, they make a lot of money who play in Champions League because of match day revenues, and the more they progress, the more the money there. So that pool of income is not coming from that angle. Don't forget, the stadium is not generating a lot of money. The sponsorship is not that much, and then now they are not playing much in terms of the Champions League. Now, big contracts and wage bills. I think I've already mentioned it, but look at John Duran. I think he was signed from Aston Villa also. They signed him for 77 million. Aymeric Laporte costs 27 million. And that means the cost of recovering that is spread over 3 to 5 years. You couple that with agent fees, the bonuses that comes with the signing. Take for instance, Crescencio Somerville just left West Ham and joined Al Hilal in Saudi Arabia. The bonus is 10 million euros after you have already spent 57 million. So now they're not generating a lot of money. So as much as the news is there, they're not generating a lot of money compared to that. So the following clubs, Al Nassr, Al Hilal, Al Ittihad, Al Ali, are all backed by the Saudi state public investment fund I told you. And the whole idea is to make sure that they increase tourism and global rights to until revenue catches up by 2030. Now, before you start complaining of Cristiano Ronaldo, let's look at the impact of Cristiano Ronaldo on the league. Number one is that it gave them global attention. Over 200 countries started broadcasting SPL games, Saudi Premier League games, because of Cristiano Ronaldo. So they became unknown to must watch all of a sudden. Sorry, the video is taking pretty long. And Cristiano Ronaldo signing saw the signings of the likes of Benzema, Kante, Mahrez, and all other players in 2023. So they moved from spending around $50 million a year to around $1 billion in one transfer window. So sponsorship, Cristiano Ronaldo's jersey sales hits. They sold Ronaldo's jersey sales in 3 months than they did in 5 years. And also brands like Adidas, Nike, Pepsi increased their deals there. Now Cristiano Ronaldo now became part of the 2030 vision of Saudi Arabia. So it also spiked their followership on social media. The standard on the pitch increased, which made players to join, and then Ronaldo became the face of the Saudi Football League for the 2034 World Cup bid. So you can spend a lot, but if there is no structure to recoup in terms of revenue, jersey sales, sponsorship, tickets, it's always going to be difficult. So that's why Al Nassr are where they are. Now the question is, why is it always around Cristiano Ronaldo? Juventus suffered this same fate. Why is it always around him? This is the BGC Sportcast. Let's hear what you think in the comment section.